It says, let there be a rotation of a negative 90 degrees around center O. Negative means that we go clockwise. It's probably backwards of what you're thinking, and it has to do with radians, which you'll learn more about in high school. So to start, what we do is we draw a line through center O. Then we use our protractor and we create a mark. The reason that we have to have that line there is so we can line up our protractor on that line. Get rid of those lights so you can kind of see what I'm doing here. And we put center O in the middle of our protractor, and the line that we drew needs to line up with the line that's extended on your protractor. Then we're going to create a mark at 90 degrees. And we're going to draw a line connecting center O and the mark that we just created. Now that that's all on my paper, I'm going to take a piece of tracing paper and I'm going to make sure that I draw all of my shapes. O with the line through it. And I'm going to rotate clockwise. I put my point on center O, so my pencil kind of holds it down, and I'm going to rotate clockwise until my line matches up with the line that I used to create that mark. That's going straight up there. You see that? So this line that went through center O lines up with the line that's on my paper. Now, we are going to sketch those figures back onto our page. So you can see how that kind of indented onto the page. Oops. Okay, now it says, explain why a rotation of 90 degrees around any point O never maps a line to a line that is parallel to itself. 90 degrees creates perpendicular lines. Would look something like this because there's a 90-degree angle. It will not create parallel lines. 3. A segment of length 94 has been rotated d degrees around a center O. What is the length of the rotated segment and how do you know? You are not going to actually draw this because 94 centimeters will take up more than your page. However, it will be 94 centimeters after you rotate it, and the reasoning is that this is rigid motion, and rigid motion preserves distance. Four, an angle of size 124 degrees has been rotated d degrees around a center O. What is the size of the rotated angle? the measure of the angle will still be 124 degrees. Rotations preserve angle measure. Rotations are a form of rigid motion, so it preserves distance and angle measure.